Last week, either you got attendance, everyone? Either you got attendance for the last week's session? Sorry, I didn't get any response.
No, sir, I didn't got attendance.
Okay, I think everyone didn't get, I think so. Last week attendance and this week attendance, I will give it now only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, nice. So we will start with another experiment, which has Tinsmith. Okay. So major important criteria of learning workshop is only one thing. In order to get knowledge of
YouTube lo
ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? If you are discussing something else there, please unmute yourself and start discussion. Okay. It may interpret the class. Okay, we'll start the session. The thing is, first thing why you are learning this particular workshop is I said, but that particular object is very important. So here, in order to learn the manufacturing process one, integrate theory with practice, and you will get some hands-on experience, and you will get the dignity of okay. So you will get certain dignity of labor and how to do a work, what is the teamwork, development of right attitude, everything will be developed in this particular session. Thing is that particular object is very important. Why? Because everyone is using so many products, either mobile, either bike or accessories or clothing, whatever it may be. What is happening behind the manufacturing of those products is very important. So the particular process of manufacturing you have to learn. Otherwise, there is no difference between an engineer with respect to his normal technician. So here, Tinsmith is an experiment where Tinsmith deals with an thin sheets. Okay. 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 Sorry for that. Little signal problem. Okay. Are you able to hear right? Everyone? So I'm continuing the session. So Tinsmith, the metal plank having less than 2 mm thickness, we called sheet metal. Where tinsmith, as I said before, tinsmith deals with an thin metal plates, where less than 2 mm thickness we say as sheet. If the body having more than 2 mm thickness, we say as plate. You can able to compare with your normal plate, which will use it for a lunch purpose. Take compare the thickness. The particular plates, what you use it for an eating lunch or dinner, those plates thickness will be more than 2 mm. If it is in less than 2 mm, we say as sheet, not a plate. Okay. Sheet metal work deals with the production of components in wide variety of shapes and size from sheet metal. Okay. So with the aid of tools or mission metals used in the sheet metal work, variety of metal. Here what is happening is we are making a certain products with the help of sheet metal by using certain tools or machineries. The characteristics and uses of some of the important metals used in the sheet metal work are described below. So we can able to learn what are the different types of metal products here. Okay, what are the different types of sheet metals if we go through in this session. Okay, see here, what is your aim of a particular experiment is to make a round tin of dimensions given by the given to you. So here we will give a GI sheet. Generally, if you observe carefully, if either it is a mm, car or either it is an any box, if you observe, those are all made by an thin metal sheets. Okay, car outer body will be there, right? Those are made by the sheets, where generally sheets having very thin thickness. In order to give some strength to it, why we have to give strength to it is in order to protect from the environment. Generally, car, if you take a life period of a car, really it will take 10 to 20 years. It will take. So in this particular time period, it will face so many environmental conditions. In order to protect from that conditions, what we are doing is we are making a coating of a metal. Okay, so that particular coating we say as GA. You can able to notice here. See here, here GI is there, right? That is nothing but where GI is a sheet which has galvanized iron. We say iron GI. So galvanized iron is nothing but galvanization is a coating which is given to the iron sheets. Where galvanized generally uh, will be as zinc, where zinc powder will be coated on this particular sheet, where zinc will act as a certain protective layer for that particular sheet, and it will resist from the corrosion. So here for iron, you all know that for an iron, small vapor is enough to get corrode the material. So for that, what you are doing a galvanization, where that particular galvanization, what it will be there means there will be a powder of zinc material, where that particular powder will be coated over an iron in order to protect it. So what you are doing is you are taking the same GA sheet and you are making a round it in with the help of given dimension. Okay, so hoping you are getting what I am saying now. No worries if you are unable to visual what is happening, what is GA sheet, how it will be. No worries. End of the session, there is a video will be there. Okay, which is done by in our college only with some certain staff, mechanical staff. So I will play that one. Okay. So here, what are the tools you needed in order to make a round tin with the help of GACDs? Steel rule. Obviously, steel rule, you know that it's a steel metal scale. Where why we are using metal scale means rather than plastic or what? Still, it is not a breakable one easily. So you can able to use for a longer period. So vernier caliper. Why we have to use vernier calipers? So in order to measure the thickness, whether it is having less than 2 mm or not, or in order to do inspection, whether your particular specific dimension are achieved or not, you can able to measure everything. And scriber, where scriber is one kind of what marking instrument, where the small metal piece will be there. It's look like some pen, like sharp edges. With the help of sharp edge, we can able to draw the lines over a metal. So if you take a pen or a pencil to draw a line on a metal piece, what will happen is there is chance of getting rubbed off, erased off. So what we are doing is we are taking a scriber, one kind of material which has marking gauges, so marking instruments in order to draw the markings. Okay, divider, generally divider, we all know that from long back we are using the what geometrical box. In that divider, compass will be there. Compass is generally used to draw the circles by attaching the pencil, where divider having two sharp edges, two sharp metal edges, this as divider. Why we are doing is in order to draw the parallel line with respect to surface. Sir, you are telling scriber, you are telling divider, how it will be, how we have to use means, no worries. At the end of the session, we'll show the video how to make and how to use these particular tools. And another important thing is punch. You all know that punch you use it in the fitting operation where there will be a metal piece with the help of some metal hammer. What we are doing, we are making a dot, we are making some marking over it. Chisel, here chisel, why we are using is normally chisel will be used in the carpentry in order to remove the excess of material. But in this case, chisel is used in order to make a marking or in order to give certain corner to the metal sheets. Okay, everyone is getting right what I am saying. Hoping you are following my words, you are following the particular ppt.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for the response. Where a hammer, you know that hammer is used to make hammering in order to remove the excess material. So mallet, either you can able to use hammer, you can able to use mallet. But both why they mention here is hammer generally used for removing of material metals. Means if you are taking a scriber or divider or a punch, you have to use the metal hammer only. If you are using the chisel operation, you should not use the hammer. You have to use mallet. Okay. In carpentry, we use mallet chisel. In fitting, we use hammer and dot punch. So both are including here. And another one is shears or snips. Shear is nothing but it's a regular kind of word. Shear is nothing but some what surface to surface friction. Okay. Here, what is happening is there is a like a scissor like material metal will be there. Okay, scissor like instrument will be there. These say as snips or shears, where those thing what it will do is it will cut the sheet very easily. With the normal some scissor we can able to cut the paper and all easily, but if you are cutting with a sheet metal, we doesn't say it's an what scissor, we say as shears or snips. And pliers, it is a very regular word. Pliers, you know that cutting pliers and all, this is the cutting plier. And stakes generally used for what cutting sharp edges, this one. And soldering, you know that in order to make joint of two metal pieces. Shearing machine. Okay, shearing machine is nothing but here shears and all will cut the sheet with the help of hand. Shear machine is nothing but if your sheet metal sheet plate is there, means consideration GA sheet is there. If you are handling that one, if you are making certain product with that by using hand power, okay, we can able to do with snip shears and all. If there is a sheet, in order to work over on it, we need a machine swing. We have to go with shear machine, where larger dimensions of sheet we can able to cut here. Okay, so these are the tools which are used in this particular tinsmith experiment. What are the sequence of operations? If you see the sequence of operation, after taking the metal sheet, okay, you have to draw the marking of the given dimension, and you have to do shearing operation with the help of shears, and you have to do bending operations with the help of some mallets or hammer, and you have to do the folding operations and squeezing and pressing. Squeezing and pressing means although you bend properly, there's a certain areas still there will be some small inclinations. So what you have to do is you have to give additional pressure, additional force with the help of hands or instruments in order to make a shape. And finally, soldering. So everyone make a note here. Last one, sixth step is there, right? You are not doing. Actually, sixth step is a final operation, but you are not doing. You are doing up to the fifth step only. Okay. So these are the dimensions of your round tin. So see, you can able to see here, right? This is the sheet which will given to you. Dimension of sheet is total 180, 180 by uh, how much it is? Yeah, 75. 180 by 75 is the dimension. Okay. What you are doing is you are taking an marking gauges. You are drawing a marking here 5 mm apart from the edge. Okay. Similarly here also. So in three sides you are making a marking of 5 mm and you are removing with the snips. Corners will be there, right? Corners you are removing. After removing the corners, what you are doing with the help of your bench wise, which is used in the fitting operation, with the help of bench wise and steel rod, sorry, iron rod, you are doing bending in a circular manner, and you rotate. You have to be rotate in a circular manner. This is how we have to do. Okay, where while rotating, what is happening is generally in a round pin, we are taking a sheet and folding in a cylinder manner. Means we are taking a rectangle sheet and by doing folding and making a cylinder. Where a cylinder is nothing but uh, both ends. After making it, both ends will be in the hollow section like a pipe. So in order to close the one end, what we are doing is we are taking another sheet and we are cutting it in a circular manner with a radius of 60 mm. Okay, this is one part, this is another part. So this is bottom sheet, where bottom, why we are making a bottom is in order to close at the bottom end. So there will be open and only on top end, so you can able to put pen, pencil, or you can able to put some water or whatever it be, you can able to put over on it. So this is what you have to done in the experiment. Okay, so what are the precautions you have to take is wear the tight overalls and safety shoes. Means you have to wear apron is must and safety shoe. See that the handle of hammer is tightly rigid. Okay, while you are holding a hammer, you can able to notice that whether you have holding the hammer tightly or not, or if you take a hammer, there will be a handle with made of wood, and there will be a metal piece connecting to it. So either the particular handle with respect to metal piece or tightly folded or not, you have to observe. And another third precaution you have to take is draw the pattern of correct dimension, giving due allowances for making joints. So you have to take the correct pattern and correct cutting operations in order to make the joint. So take care while using snips or shearing machines which are used in this particular experiments. You have to be very careful over on that particular operation because they may get a harm to you if you don't do properly. Okay, so this is what you are doing in a tinsmith experiment. First one is round tin. Okay, so I will show you what is that. Okay, what is round tin. I will show to you how we have to make. So I will play this particular video to you, go through with it and understand how it is making over on it. Okay. Wait a minute. I will play this particular session to you. Give me a minute.
Zomato.
Okay, everyone. Be calm while video is going on. Don't do any disturbance. Okay. Yeah, 1 minute. If you are having any query, please text in the chat box. Don't switch on the mic and don't disturb it. Okay. Hoping you are able to hear the voice also. If you are unable to hear voice, please text in the chat box.
I'm B. Vijay Krishna, Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Now we will discuss about the tinsmithy. Tinsmithy is a trade
ఎవడో చెప్తున్నాడబ్బా యూట్యూబ్ లో ఇప్పుడు
which deals
హిందీ కూడా
with
నలభై
making
మంది
of
వస్తున్నారు 40 మంది
parts using a tin sheets.
అటెండెన్స్
We will
పడతాయనా
use the sheet called galvanized sheet. We will discuss in depth now.
Excuse me, guys. Okay, this is a workshop. We can't able to make it in online, right? That is the purpose we done on the video. This particular video is done by our staff only. Is Vijay Krishna, mechanical staff. No worries about it. So so please be kind and be patient and complete the session. Okay. Thing is, this can able to access in your YouTube itself. Okay. Why? Because all the videos are already uploaded in the YouTube, so you can able to go through with the Tinsmith by Vijay Krishna. If you entered means you can able to access it. Not an issue. Okay. If you're having query in the sense, go through with the video. Mostly whatever tools you learn, okay, whatever tools you've seen in the apparatus, you can't able to use that one. Why? Because the practical theory difference will be there. You can able to notice that. Okay. So I'm playing it. Be kind and be patient and see the video. Okay.
Here we will be discussing about some of the tools which are used in what we call carpentry, and this one we will call as a
Sir, video
outside
subtitle on this side.
caliper. Okay, and this one is an inside caliper.
Okay.
Okay,
Give me a minute.
these calipers
I'll
are
get you
used.
that. ఒక నిమిషం ఉండరా నేను చెక్ చేస్తాను. Okay, I'm playing the video. Actually, there's a little drawback in the system. I can a particular video sound you can't able to hear. So what I'm doing is while video is playing, I will go with a background speech like running comment I will do. Okay, please cooperate with that. So after this session, you can able to see this in the YouTube also. It is helpful to you. You have to see because there is no other option. You can't able to come to the college now. So go through with the video, what is doing, observe it, and write your worksheet. You have to write the worksheet ultimately, right? So from now, from Tinsmith, what are the remaining experiments you are going with in online? What you have to do is you have to write worksheet by seeing these videos and by listening what I am saying. That's it. Okay. Don't make cooperating with the colleagues and all. Make sure that write your by your own sentence. Clear? So I'm playing it. You can't able to hear the video voice. So I will give the running commentary. I will give this background speech for that. So what he is doing everything, I will explain. So initially is explaining about what are the tools we have to use in the tinsmith. You can able to notice here bench wise you can able to see, and there is a 1/8 caliper, steel rule. There is a divider. Okay, two types of dividers here there, and there is a nylon mallet is here, which is in red color. Cutting plier, dot punch, and there is a yellow color is there, right? That is sniff. See, sniff will be look like this. Okay, where you can able to see the end section. For a cutting plier, there is attachment of 2 ends. Okay, but for an sniffer, there is a gap on it, like an open of a mouth. Means if you open a mouth, how it will be? It will be looks like this. So these type of snips we say as cross snips, cross cut snips. Okay, so your mouth will be in the cross manner. Okay, we says cross cut snip. If your snips having like this, like cutting flare, how it will be? It's a very flat and attaching with each other. If there is a flat cut sniff is there, which is look like you are cutting flare, we says flat cutting sniff. This particular sniff we say as cross cut sniff, and you can able to see the so
Okay.
this is sniff. Sorry, this is a divider. If you notice in the edges, it's a look like some wide. Okay, generally dividers not only used as an marking gauge, we can able to measure the distance of it. So there is a length you have to be measured. The length is somewhere else. You are not having a scale also. What you are doing, take a divider, uh, calculate the distance between the two edges and keep it in bag and go and get the scale. You can able to measure that particular operation also, you can able to do with the help of it. So here also this particular divider is there, right, will be used in order to calculate the diameter of an inner diameter, actually inner diameter of an pipe. Okay, so these two bends, what it will do, it can able to attach to the surface properly and able to calculate the what is the diameter of a pipe inside it. Okay, here this is the divider having a sharp edge, not having a bend. So we say as a marking instrument. This is used for measuring instrument. Okay, similarly, in order to calculate the external diameter of a pipe, these particular bends will be in the inner side. Here external the bend will be going away from the center, right? If it is coming into the center, we says inner, sorry, outer measuring instruments, which is used to calculate outer diameter, like. Okay, so here with the help of these two dividers, what we are doing, we are making a marking and we are doing inspection both. Okay, so see, this is diameter which calculates the outer diameter of a pipe. Okay, see here, this is calculate outer diameter of a pipe. This is for divider to calculate the inner diameter of a pipe. Observe carefully. So the bend is there at the bottom ends. So this is calculated inner diameter of a pipe. So you are making a round tin. So in order to get an accuracy, both inner and outer surfaces, you need the inner and outer diameter calculated instrument. Those are dividers. Okay, that particular thing only he is explaining there in the back end. And this is normal divider in order to make a markings. How he is using the divider in order to make marking, you can able to see. So mostly in the beginning periods, you people doesn't use this particular divider mostly. This is sniffs. This is cross cut sniff. We're having an cross sections. This is your GI sheet. Actually, it's an iron which is coated with a zinc. That's why it is it is giving like a shine to the material. Okay, observe carefully. This is actually flat cutting sniff. Actually, it is. Is explaining about what are the tools, uh, how it will be work like. That is nylon hammer. You can able to see the red color is nylon material. You know, tri square, that one. This is Scriber. Okay, this is Scriber, where its sharp edges will be there in both ends in order to do marking. So you are noticed, right? This is GA sheet. Sir is already cut with an exact dimension, that is 180 by 75. So there are many advantages, many usages are there with the help of sheets and all. So please learn the making of sheet properly. Okay, so sir background is what he's saying is how we are doing, how we are making a bend operation, everything sir is explaining there. No worries, there will be demo also after this explanation. Okay, and most important precaution is The sheets are means having less thickness, less than 2 mm I said, right? Because of that, the edges will be very sharp. So while you are making, you're working over on it, be aware of the sharp edges. If you doesn't cut the section or doesn't do the operation properly, it may get injured to you. So see, yeah, technician came. He's started doing the experiment. Please observe carefully. He's taking the scriber and with the help of scale, he's doing a marking over on it. I said right, 5 mm. We have to take the line. So he's taking a 5 mm and drawing the line over on it. So with the help of drawing, he's drawing a marking of 5 mm from the edge. Okay, please avoid this type of disturbance of videos. Why? Because we are not an film stars to make perfect animations or perfect videos. So there will be a small disturbance of camera will be there. Please avoid that one. He using sniffs in order to cut the section. See how he is cutting the edge parts. So by using bench voice, what he is doing is he kept in the perfect position where you draw the marking line and bent and given with an press force with the help of nylon hammer. So exactly certain 5 mm 90-degree will be obtained at the edges. Okay, you notice that one bend is in another direction, second bend is in another direction. So those bends should be in opposite direction. Okay, notice that bending work is doing in opposite direction of it. And with the help of nylon hammer, he is doing nylon hammer. We can able to say as mallet also. So now usually we have to use that ball pin metal hammers, but he's using this particular one. Why? Because so this is the rod connected in the bench vise. So with the help of hand force, we have to bend it. See how he is making a joint of this one. See, see carefully. See again, he is taking the metal hammer in order to give huge force. See how he got this particular cylindrical shape. He both joins the bends together and hold it tightly. Okay. For this cylinder, both ends are open. Now what you have to do is you have to close the one another end. Further, you take another sheet and you cut it into a circular shape. Circular shape after cutting it, you are inserting that particular round plate into inside this cylinder. Okay. This is how Okay, this is what we completed the round 10 experiment. So the continuation of it, the second experiment is there in the video. That is rectangle tray. Before going to start this rectangle tray experiment, if you are having any doubts in the round 10, you can able to say. Hoping everyone is getting what we are discussing now. So I'm going with the second experiment, that is rectangle tray. Tray, you know, right? Small rectangular. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm continuing. So second experiment in the tinsmith is rectangle tray, where rectangle tray is some small rectangle box like where we can able to put visiting cards or ashes or something small element. So thing is, in order to make this particular rectangle tray, what are the tools is same tools which are used in the previous round 10 experiment. Same tools, same operations we are doing, but thing is only the dimension and shape will be changes. In cylinder round 10, we can able to put pen, pencils, or anything over it. It's a kind of pen stand. This particular rectangle tray is used for any putting any visiting cards or any things. Okay. So for that, what we are doing is first we are taking the rectangle sheet of dimension 170 by 130. Okay, and making and marking 5 mm in all from all edges. From all edges, we are taking a 5 mm marking and drawing a line. You can able to see the line. And again, you have to draw that 25 mm from the edge, and again you have to draw the marking. And with the help of snips, what you have to do is you have to cut the excess material here. Okay, you can able to see the shape. Here he's cutting in some triangle manner cutting he is doing on the four edges. After cutting on it, and you have to be fold with the help of bench wise and nylon hammer, and you have to make a rectangle. This is very simple. Okay, so thing is how it's making. How he is making is very important, and how is he is using tools in order to make it very important. After making here also in round 10, after joining the plate, bottom plate and the cylinder, you have to do the soldering operation in order to close the gaps. But we are not using the soldering work in this particular session. We are making only the joint and understanding the process only. Okay. Now I will share the same video to you and go through with that and understand how the tinsmith will be done. See, this is a rectangle plate, half dimension 170 by 130. You can able to notice the breadth is increased now. So now with the help of this one, we are making the rectangle tray. So first he is drawing a line of 5 mm, after that 25 mm. Similarly on all edges, first 5 mm line and 20. You can able to see the marking over on a plate. Light marking will be there. For marking, you have to use the scriber only, not pencil, pen and all. Okay. So he done the marking properly, and with the help of snips, we have to cut the edges. Edge cutting is very important. For this experiment, edge cutting is very important. See, Sar is doing certain marking and showing to you. Yeah. So this is flat cutting stiff. So technician is cutting with the help of sniff. See how he is doing cutting operation. He removed the triangle shape at the corner. Like that, he will remove all the corners. Okay, please observe carefully. Why? Because you have to write the worksheet with the help of this particular video only. Why? Because you are unable to do the experiment right now. So we'll go according to the flow and complete the worksheet and upload it in CMS. Sir, when we have to do, how we have to face this particular experiment in external purpose means, before conducting the external, we will definitely get a chance to see how is remove the material. So we definitely get the chance of doing experiment, no worries. We'll do the experiment in the end session before external. అరే నన్నారు వద్దురాకి లెమన్ జ్యూసే కావాలి.
ఆయన ఏజ్ ఎంత గెస్ట్ ఒకసారి? చిన్నోడే, మీకంటే చిన్నోడే సార్. అదే చిన్నోడే అంటున్నా, నాకు అర్థం కాలేదు కదా చెప్పింది.
అన్నది
నంబర్, ఐ మీన్ నంబర్
29 రా. Come here, bro. Come here, bro. When is your passed out BTech? 30 na. 30.
13.
Age 30.
అది కేట నాను చూడుంటా. అది కాదు, అది అడిగితే నేను కూడా చెప్తా. ఆ బేసిస్ మీద ఎవరు చెప్పారు?
గెస్ కూడా కరెక్టే ఉంది కదా. 30 రన్నింగ్ ఉండి ఉంటుంది ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే. Sorry for the disturbance. I am saying to you, but I am forgotten to put the mute. Sorry. Hoping everyone seeing the video properly and how he is doing the bending operation. Go through with that. So like that we have to, after bending 5 mm at the edges, we have to hit with the hammer. If we do the bend on the edges, what will happen is, so while you are holding that particular rectangle tray after finishing the operation, so that the edges doesn't affect you, however you can able to use that, then can able to use fully. So now he is bending the 25 mm marking. See how he is placing the particular specimen on the bench wise. So why we have to do soldering is, you can able to see here, right, edges. These edges, what will happen is, it will generate a small gap. So if you put a water, what will happen? There is a chance of getting leakage with the help of these gaps. So what we are doing is, we are making a soldering in order to close the gaps. But that is the last operation of it, but we are not doing that one. But because of not doing, so no need to write in worksheet also. Please avoid that one while you are writing worksheet. So he will show the finished one. See it properly. Yeah, this is what rectangle tray. So here the edges you can able to see the top end. Because of that particular hole, that edges will be in a smooth manner. If there is a no bend or there is no that particular 5 mm bend is not there, means what will happen, this particular edge will be a sharp one and definitely it will affect you. So in tinsmith we are having two kinds of experiment. One is a round tin, another one is a rectangle tray. Okay, go through with, I will upload this particular PPT where how to write the worksheet, what are the things should be written, everything will be here, the aim, procedure, tools, everything. With the help of this and that particular video link which I has given in the last slide, go through with these two and write worksheet and upload it in the CMS. Okay, hoping everyone has understand about this. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, any doubts? Okay, I'm closing the session. Thank you very much.